Wrestling fans, Raw just went off the air. WWE continuing to overexpose Hell in the Cell. Remember when WWE would not overexpose Hell in the Cell? You would get one great Hell in a Cell match a year, sometimes if that. And what they do, they gave it its own pay-per-view. They gave you 2 Hell in a Cell matches. Next thing you know, they had 3 Hell in a Cell matches. Next thing you know, this year, we got 4 Hell in a Cell matches, wrestling fans. Within from SmackDown to Monday Night Raw. 4 Hell in a Cell matches. And for what? For what? I would love to know a great reason outside the fact that it's been so many years since WWE had a Hell in a Cell main event on Monday Night Raw. Why they put a Hell in a Cell matchup on Raw tonight? Why couldn't Monday Night Raw move on and simply worry about Money in the Bank? I can tell you this, wrestling fans, right here. You're hearing it from me that Riddle versus Drew McIntyre outshined whatever Bobby Lashley and Xavier Woods did inside that cell tonight. They outshined that match. If WWE would have went off the air with Riddle being victorious and that stare down with Randy Orton not wanting to shake Riddle's hand or fist bump Riddle's hand and all that stuff, that would have been a good finish for Monday Night Raw. Not, okay, Bobby Lashley beating Xavier Woods and then passing him and putting the full Nelson on him, and he passes out right in front of Kofi Kingston. That's... You all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below about all this that, as of so far, I'm complaining about, which I didn't want to come on here and complain about, because WWE's lineup before Raw started actually seemed like an okay show. You know, it seemed like a show that I was going to sit through and not get, I want to say, bored tonight. Which, to be honest with you, I didn't. I didn't get bored watching Raw tonight. I was scratching my head a little bit at the fact that WWE went down the road of having all the underdogs win to go into Money in the Bank. I was a little scratching my head there, but I am glad they went down that road, because it makes it a little more unpredictable than if we had Drew McIntyre, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, so on and so forth. It's a little more predictable, and quite frankly, we've seen the match so many times. So, kind of glad they're going down a different road. Now, last opportunity to go into Hell in a Cell. Not Hell in a Cell. Sorry. We've seen it so many times. I'm messing up here. A last opportunity to go into Money in the Bank. Drew McIntyre takes on AJ Styles, takes on Randy Orton next week. They announced it. And quite frankly, WWE will probably stick Drew McIntyre in there because, well, they don't have anything else for him to do for Money in the Bank as of right now. At least that's the direction that they're showing, that they don't have anything else for him to do. Me personally, I would rather see AJ Styles or Randy Orton go in there. Probably AJ Styles, because quite frankly, I'm really not that thrilled about AJ Styles and Omos defending the titles against the Viking Raiders. To be completely honest with you, I would rather have seen the RK Bros take on Styles and Omos. But they're not going down that road anytime soon. And if they are, that would be like a SummerSlam match. But wrestling fans, let me tell you, Drew McIntyre will probably win Money in the Bank qualifying match next week. Probably beat AJ Styles, to be honest with you. But Randy Orton lost to John Morrison. Riddle rolled down with his scooter and chased the Miz all over the ring, distracted. And John Morrison picked up the victory. Ricochet had a pretty good matchup with AJ Styles. AJ Styles lost. I was honestly a little surprised that AJ Styles lost this match, but what can you say? They're going with the underdog story for Money in the Bank. At least on Raw's side. Now, will they do that for SmackDown side? Still remains to be seen, wrestling fans. Still remains to be seen. Now, as far as the women's Money in the Bank matchup concerns, did anybody really think that Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler was going to win? Did anybody out there really think that they were going to win? I didn't. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross victorious. They're moving on, wrestling fans. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. I kind of like that Nikki Cross is getting this little push of hers. She keeps on getting victories. And I know some people are complaining because of Alexa Bliss's character right now, doing this psychotic powers, making people slap each other the last couple weeks. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler and Reggie and all this stuff. Look, I like Alexa Bliss's character, what she's doing. Whether it goes over with the WWE fans when they go back and they're in the arena still remains to be seen. And we'll find out next month. But I like what they're doing with her right now, and it'll add an extra dynamic when the Fiend returns, because I'm sure he'll return for SummerSlam, and I'm just curious if they'll pick up right where they left off. And outside of that, Eva Marie and I don't even remember what her tag team partner's name was. I wasn't even paying that close attention, to be completely honest with you, to when it comes to her promo and when it comes to that match. The only thing I can tell you is Asuka and Naomi was victorious. And they moved on to the women's Money in the Bank matchup. So look forward to that. But that was pretty much Monday Night Raw. They focused in on Money in the Bank, and they gave us another Hell in a Cell matchup, which they could have had Xavier Woods take on Bobby Lashley, not in Hell in a Cell, and done the same exact thing. WWE really killing it, having so many Hell in a Cell matches. I don't know about you all wrestling fans, but I don't want to see another Hell in a Cell matchup this year. I don't want to see another one this year. And honestly, I've been thinking about this for a while. I hope they get rid of that pay-per-view. Go back to giving us something that is old school, more interesting. You know, the King of the Ring, Halloween Havoc. And when I say the King of the Ring, I don't mean having the King of the Ring tournament on Monday Night Raw, on SmackDown. I don't mean that. If you want to have the qualifying matches for it, then do that. I'm talking about having the pay-per-view itself on the network, set a day for it, have it on a Sunday like we always used to see it on pay-per-view. Those were great events. Have things like that again. Get rid of these gimmick pay-per-views. Wrestling WWE, Hell in a Cell, got to go. Elimination Chamber, got to go. Elimination Chamber, I get, some people like, but you know what? When they had No Way Out, wrestling fans, and they stuck the Elimination Chamber inside No Way Out's pay-per-view, that was good, okay? That made it good. That made that pay-per-view special and made it something on the road to WrestleMania that we looked forward to. So Elimination Chamber, the pay-per-view itself, the name, got to go. I'm telling you, these overly gimmick pay-per-views, they got to get out of here. Y'all let me know what you're thinking about in the comments below. I'm done ranting for the night, wrestling fans. Until I see you again, this is Webby, and I'll catch all of you on the other side. Talk to you later.